What is up, LSG family? Back with another banger. I'm Jay, but you can call me anytime. Team Hawks this year. Let's go. We're here with.
What's up? It's Charles with Down Suns, baby. Sorry. It's Daniel with the Kamayan Magic.
And I'm Andre with the UMAC Sonics.
If you guys don't know, we're in a Filipino basketball league. Phil-Am, okay? Rosters has just dropped. So we got 2 championship caliber teams that we are going to choose, in our opinion. And we got 2 dark horse underdog teams we're going to choose. I chose the Suns and the Grizzlies, okay? Here's why. We have the rosters opened up right here if you guys don't know. On paper, okay, team full of shooters. Okay, Seabass can run the floor. They got a rebounder. Daniel said this off camera. How did Seabass end up with Noah? We don't know. Like the draft went by like this. But yeah, Suns, I'll put number 1. Number 2, I will say the Grizzlies. And here's why. We got Mike, a vet guard, all right. Jacob, is this his rookie season?
This is his rookie season, yeah.
Okay. He can play the 1 to the 4, in my opinion.
Paul's like the short.
I thought Paul was the guy. Remember
Ball
when it was an OT? Our team played an OT. You drove and you kicked it out to him. Thought his name was Paul.
That's
okay. This changes. Okay, this changes everything now. Okay.
New top 2.
All right. Yeah. Next person. I got to come back to that.
Okay, my number 1 team, at least the one I'm paying attention to, is the Grizzlies. Just because I know Mike really well, and I know he's going to operate his team like a general, and everybody's supposed to fall in order and fall into his system. He's got Willie, who he's played with before and brought to a championship. Great mid-range shooter, great defense, rebounder. Jacob can do it all, 1 through 5. Dexter, my boy from college, super athletic guard. He can shoot it. Denver's just another point guard, can run down the basket, get you a bucket. Eno, the shooter, easy floor general, can really control the pace. JoJo, he's a corner specialist, veteran. And Paul is just another guard that they can put the ball in their hands and control the game that way. So they have a lot of good weapons. They could play in many different ways. I could see a big 4 coming out of their team. My second team, the UMAC Sonics. Okay, Sonics have the biggest guy in the league, Mac. All right, and he's just a problem because of defense and rim protection, rebounding. He can shoot it. He can play like a guard. Our boy Andre here goes by 2 names, Carl.
So nice you got 2 names, bro.
Dangerous slasher, right? And then they got JT, all right, the best 50-year-old I've ever seen. I don't know how old he is actually, but best 50-plus-year-old player I've ever seen. And then Ivan, an old favorite of mine, that a past teammate, he can drop 26, 28 on a given day. So, and then Iceberg's going to light it up. If you guys don't know who that is, that's Ethan. He's like 16, 18. He's like a kid.
Probably around there.
So he can light it up from the 3-point line. So they have a really nice, balanced team. I could see them in the finals, too.
I can go next. I mean, my top 2 is pretty much what Jalen and Daniel said. I'd have to go with the Grizzlies just because on paper their team is very well balanced. I mean, they have a point guard. They have everything 1 through 5, and then they also have depth from whenever they need to pull from the bench. My second would have to be the Suns, just for that same reason, except I think they can move the ball a little more and space it out just because of their shooters. But yeah, and then my dark horse would probably be the Magic, just because their speed and probably just their strength wise when you go down the hole. And I think they're pretty well balanced. I mean, you have a point guard in Daniel. Justin can take over the point guard position as well. And you have Josh, who's like Giannis, who can just step foot and then just drive within 5 steps within the whole court. So
yeah, I think we're pretty much unanimous on the Grizzlies, the Shockers Grizzlies, because it looks like just the most complete team. You got veterans, you got some young kids in there that will just light it up. So I think that's a pretty easy one. Team that is probably gonna go all the way. I'm actually going with Kamayan ATL Magic.
Yo.
Wow.
Because he works there.
Yeah.
It's no bias, guys.
no bias at all.
No
He
bias.
doesn't want to get fired.
Shout out. No, but I mean, it looks like a good team. You got your point guards, you got shooters, you got veteran presence there. You got two people that played last year that are kind of. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I think Daniel, Josh, you got a chip on your shoulder, and you got some people that will make some defensive plays for sure.
Looking at you, Chunky.
Shout out Chunky, man.
Let's go, Chunky.
You got championship presence.
Shout out Chunky, man.
So that's my top. That's my
Editor.
two. That's my two that I'm thinking that have a lot of potential to go all the way. Dark horse player or teams is going to be first one's going to be the UMac Suns. You guys named it. You guys nailed it. You got a lot of good pieces here when it comes to the point guard play. You got your big man, and you got your shooters and other playmakers that will not only just score buckets and make plays, but they're gonna coach each other up and make sure you get far into the playoffs. Number two, it's got to be the Suns. That's my team. Like you guys mentioned, we got our big man, we got our point guard, first options, but we just surround them with a bunch of shooters, and we're gonna make some plays, man. I think we can run up and down the floor, and just get to the wings, get to the baseline, and just let it fly.
Put my dark horses on there, but after looking at them for a while, I'm gonna say dark horse are the, sorry if I say this wrong, Kalisa Health Lakers. Okay, no, they're not getting enough shine. I mean, Eno is a great point guard. I mean, I hope his shoulders are fine, but you got a really good point guard. You got a really quick another guard, Eric.
That's a good one.
Enric, he's a shooter. He can play the high post. Donver can shoot. Allen Kuyamomo, the coach. All right, Wiley, he's a big guard. He can put it on the floor. He's 6 foot, so he can also rebound.
He can shoot too.
And keep Kuya Johan. Like he's an underrated big man. Like he knows how to cut. He knows how to roll to the rim. He's in the right place at the right time. He had a game winner last season for y'all.
That's what I was talking about.
So
I was like, okay,
this Lakers team is definitely gonna do some damage. I can't wait to see them versus the Grizzlies. And then my other dark horse is Jalen's team, the Hawks. I mean, you got two guards that can get buckets anytime, and another guard, Ethan, who's great on defense. And with good defense, you got easy offense for two fast break weapons. So
You already
I
got
can
a
just
championship.
imagine Ethan stealing the ball, and then he's got options of Dom on the right, Jalen on the left, and then you got your shooters everywhere else. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a hard time guarding them too.
My two dark horse underdog teams, I'm throwing my team in there. Just because I have a lot of confidence in my team. John Foster, man, if you're watching this, man, no one knows who you are. No one knows who you are. I hope I could just come down court and throw you a lob. I hope that's what it is this year.
Wild card.
My other underdog team has to be a tie between Sonics and the Pistons. The Pistons, they got scores. And Christian, I feel like he'll just facilitate. Anthony, a.k.a. Tom.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
he stepped up big.
If he's not getting tired, the minutes he's producing, I mean, we had an LSG run. He was blocking every shot when he was on my team. So they got Ray, who I've heard is like a mini Josh. Ethan and Jeremy, two really good shooters. But
don't forget the lone
and
girl.
Alvin, and Hannah.
We got the lone girl in the whole league.
That is true. Ariel's not playing this year?
She a bucket.
Wow.
Ariel's not playing, so it's just Hannah representing for the ladies out there. She's clever.
We do have sponsors this year, so you wanna shout out the sponsors because he's one of the sponsors, pretty much. Right?
Yes, sir. All right. Well, we got for the Hawks, sponsored by Wealth and Beauty.
That's Sherwin.
Okay, yeah,
Sherwin and his
y'all
wife.
know, right? Y'all know okay. And then we got Kamayan ATL. Shout out one of my employers. Let's go. And Andre too. Let's go. UMac. What was that stand for?
Dang, y'all didn't get
Did the
drafted
Willie.
by your own employee.
Did the Willie?
Yeah.
Okay. So shout out to the Sonics. I don't have anything to say. All right, and then we got for the Pistons, Functional Lighting Origins.
Yes, sir.
AKA we
Team Flop.
lovingly called them Team Flop because it just spells out
Functional Lighting Origins Pistons. FLOP.
I don't know if that was on purpose, but that's pretty funny and it's awesome.
We got Grizzlies.
We got the Shockers.
Shockers.
Yes, sir.
Andre, Daniel, and I play for the Shockers.
During the NABA tournament in DC.
I was going to say AU. I'm like, nah. It's an AU team, but
Yeah.
shout out
I don't
Shockers.
pay them dues.
And then we got the Kalisa Health Lakers sponsoring this year's Lakers team. Who do you guys know who the?
I don't, but it sounds like they got some physical trainers coming with them.
They're gonna be healthy all season long,
Lakers.
apparently. Yeah,
I hope he's healthy.
He looked good during the last run.
I
So.
hope he's healthy.
Yeah. Last but not least, guys, your very own Dahan Plant Shop opening soon.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So
Filipino owned?
Filipino owned.
Yes, sir.
Just saying.
Filipino grown.
Filipino grown. I
like it. Trademark.
You're welcome.
But yes, sir.
10%.
Those are the sponsors, guys.
No, I
I
mean,
like it.
So stay tuned for the season. Like we mentioned, our sponsors, they're going to be sponsoring different games, different weeks. We'll be giving them shout outs throughout the season. Also on our podcast, we'll be giving them shout outs also. So we're super thankful to all of our sponsors this year. And if you're interested in sponsoring a future season or maybe an invitational team, please let us know and we'll get your name out there.
Opening soon, baby.